Barcelona, Spain. Almost said France. They border. I am joined by the Smeg, our newest commentator. How you doing, the Smeg?
Yeah, not too bad.
3 straight
Getting
days for
ready
you.
to see the premiere class of TCR after doing two previous commentary stints for Golden and Silver. I'd like to see what the top guys have to show us all in preseason testing.
Oh, I mean, we got a good mix of people. I'm Kid Petter, by the way, your usual Platinum Class broadcaster. And we got some guys like Professional, Fire Up, a little bit of diversity. Those are just the two at the top of the screen right now. Fire Up was in Silver Class last year. He might be trying to make the jump up to Golden. Bam Bam looks certainly about to make the jump up to Golden after finishing P2 in the Silver Championship and showing some pretty good pace. Lucking you up as well. I'm told he had quite the practice session yesterday, and he finished third in Silver Class, so he'll be making the jump up to Golden as well. It looks like, allegedly. I did just talk to Platinum Class runner-up Iroll. Said he's on his wheel, so get ready to see some spins from Iroll. Looking forward to seeing what Iroll can do. As I'm just gonna.
He's in the Ferrari, which is quite fitting as well.
Yeah, he's in the Ferrari. But yeah, I think Double A put the fastest time in yesterday. Not a surprise, as he won the final 3 rounds of last season on track, en route to a 3rd place finish in the championship. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do. I'm not sure. I haven't watched the first 2 posts, I must admit, but I do know these guys, and I am excited to see what's going to happen. I think Fire Up is going to be first out on a flyer, so we'll ride along with him in the McLaren. He's got Jones right behind him as a McLaren teammate for the day. We already have a yellow flag. That's good. Sector 3. Let's see if anybody.
It's a slow code. Schwarner.
Not just Schwarner. Schwarner is one of the drivers who has his place locked in as a result of winning the Golden Championship last season. So he will be in the Premier class. So let's get back to Fire Up. A little bit of lockup, and looks like we caught him as he lost it just a little bit into the hairpin at the end of Sector 1, or Sector 2, or start of Sector 2, excuse me. It's preseason for the commentators, as the Smeg told me whenever I accidentally deleted the broadcast right before we went live.
Just getting all the rust out of the way, all the teething problems.
It's true. So yeah, I think we're in for quite possibly the most competitive season yet, as Double A quickly comes out and puts in a 120.5 on hards of all tires. Good lord.
Wow.
Good lord. An HVAC toast.
He did a 20.4 on a set of mediums during the Gold pre-season trial, so that is one hell of a lap from Double.
Yeah, it is. And Jones also on the hards. He's posted a time here where he is he's less than a second behind. Yeah, but that's not too bad. I think Jones is expecting a little bit better performance this season. He finished I think with a single point last year after winning the Golden Championship the year previous. And we've got Hyper Toasters, or HVAC Toaster now, excuse me. The artist formerly known as Hyper Toasters. He is in the wall, and that looks like it is at the beginning of the second DRS zone there. So tough stuff to start off. No damage though. And I think Clueless might have had a problem too, as he put in a 135. Fire Up did a 124, but we caught his problem. Let's see, Swarner with a 120.8 on hards. Not a bad time at all. Only 4/10 off of Double A. Or, I mean, 7/10. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Double A put in another one that's 166. Let's ride along with him. Let's ride along with Double A, because these tires are only going to get better and better here in the next couple laps. But yeah, I gotta say, Double A is looking pretty handy for a good championship.
His teammate just set a faster time on the same set of tires.
Oh,
just a little bit quicker, 300ths quicker on a set of hard tires.
ILRT Kurtzy. See, now he is a new guy as well. I don't know a whole lot of him. I think Freeze had him penciled in for Golden, but I think it's quite possible with a couple of strong performances here that he might be able to get into the Platinum class.
Well, at the moment, he's demonstrating that he has very similar pace to Double A, but and with Double A, he's on very good form at the moment. He posted the quickest time in the pre-season test at Gold in the Golden Championship, as I mentioned. But he's also just come off a brilliant Formula 2 race where he absolutely clean sweep.
Yeah. Double A is he is in charge of that championship. He's my teammate in there, and let me tell you what, he is about a second faster than me in that as well. It's pretty impressive how fast he is. Doth Thou Hoist is in first, but he was on the softs with 119.6. Doth did have a couple of good results after coming in mid-season. I think he finished fourth in Montreal. Looks like Kersey is just going to duck off into the pits. Not sure why he didn't want to get a couple more laps in on those hards. Maybe that was just a install lap, but if it was an install lap, it's a hell of one.
That's one very quick install. In fact, look at the time now.
Yeah,
they are literally
Double A is
the
same
thousandth of a second. Are you kidding
That
me?
is incredible.
That is unbelievably close.
Oh wow, that is very impressive from those guys. I roll on the mediums. Can't improve on lap 3 in that medium stint. He is a few tenths off, even though those guys are on hards. That is incredible. I wonder if Double A must have been running, or I mean, Kersey must have just been running completely trimmed on fuel, whereas Double A might have a full race load.
Ollie setup or a TCR setup on the car.
Yeah, I think Double A's. I mean, he's going up for his 5th lap now. I think he might have close to a full load of fuel in that car. But who knows? Double A's a lot better than me. He's probably testing all kinds of different things, going to back-to-back practices like this. I roll still in 5th. Bam Bam was also a pretty big surprise yesterday, posting a really solid time, even though he's expected to come up from silver into golden. He did a few races last year, including some points. I think he finished P9 in Montreal as well. 126 on the mediums, not too shabby there. Actually beating my teammate from last season, Ultimate, who's in the house right now. He was on the softs. Jones, after 3 laps on the hards, 120.7. Did improve quite a bit though. 120.7 is not that bad compared to Double A if they were running similar fuel loads. Only about 6 tenths there. Swarner's out on softs, not sure. Yeah, Swarner did do an outlap on hards. We got some in sector 2. Looks like it's fatal. Is Double A back to the top of the timesheets with a 119.4.
On a set of hards.
On a set of hards. Those things are just now getting warmed up. I mean, like, once you get to like 4 or 5, that's like optimal for the hards. So I think he's probably gonna start burning off some laps here. Or he might just want to go in.
That's the only way of explaining it. Just tyres now come up to temperature, up to ideal pressure, lighter fuel load as well. So, but wow, it's still incredibly impressive.
That is incredible. Now, it should be said we are not racing at Spain this season, so pretty much everything here, I think most people are in agreement that Spain's probably the most neutral circuit. It's got a little bit of everything. Also one of the most boring circuits, which makes it perfect for testing. But yeah, I mean, these things are all with a pinch of salt, but like I said, it is very neutral, very in the middle of, you know, if you have Monza on one end and Hungary on the other when it comes to permanent courses. Spain's kind of in the middle there. And yeah, Double A is going to pull off here. Let's see if anybody is on a flyer right now. Looks like Ultimate is... Swanner is fitted. I want to catch a soft hot lap right now. He's right on board with Fatal. Fatal had a couple of good results last season in Platinum, but overall I don't think it was the season he really wanted. After finishing runner-up in Golden. He's coming back with a... So it's a new year, new Fatal. That's what I like to say. That's gonna be his rally cry this year. HVAC Toaster, 118. 8 times are starting to fall as these guys are throwing on softs. Not sure if that's just a straight up quality lap. I don't think it is. I think he might actually be on a bit of a run here because he's got plenty of ERS. Looks like he's got a decent amount of fuel from reading his onboard correctly. I hate the Williams. They have all the info on the dash instead of the steering wheel. It kind of throws you off.
Yeah, it is pretty annoying, and I can say that after racing a full season with this car, it does throw you off a little bit. You get used to it after a little while.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just for some reason, like I feel like they had the. Oh, as we catch Fire Up Flow. Oh, don't mean to pick on Fire Up Flow today, but we've just caught him spinning twice, just by the luck of the draw. And look at that, it's Biga going off as well. Boy, I was wondering what those yellow flags were for.
Gamers has just had an incident coming out of turn 4.
Did he?
I believe. Yeah, now on the grass, back onto the circuit. Hopefully, he won't. And Jones as well, coming out of turn 4.
Track is pretty green, must be said. And Ultimate's going to be trying to get out of Jones's way, but it looks like this is, these guys are all coming up on the problems as we get on board with Clueless, and he starts the... Oh, great save by Clueless right there. Great save. He got on the grass at the exit of that chicane. He was kind of out of control going around that fast right-hander. He kept his foot flat. He saved it with a couple of jinks of oversteer. Good stuff from him. And lucking you up is in the grass coming out of that very chicane that I just mentioned. Looked like he does not have quite the same car control that Clueless does, but he is up by about a second. Double A now on his outlap on the mediums, and let's see if he can beat a 118.8 set by Hyper Toasters. Not sure what that yellow is for. Log's going to cut across the grass to give him some space. Not sure if he realizes there's plenty of open space to the outside of turn 1 if you want to pull off. Little bit of lockup, yeah.
Doesn't appear to have cost him too much time.
No, and it's easy to do that with the off-camber nature there. So like the helicopter shot. But as soon as I mention that, we go back to this shot. Ooh, this shot's kind of nice too. And he's coming up quick on Clueless. I wonder if Clueless is going to get out of his way, or if Clueless is... Oh, yeah, he is. Or if... Yeah, I'm not sure if he was on a run or if he wants to throw on another set of softs. Now, I don't know about you, Mr. Smeg, but this is probably my least favorite part of the track right there, that extra chicane, because I grew up playing without that last chicane, where it was just the straight, you know, it was really fast right onto the front straightaway, and then they kind of neutered that with the chicane.
Yeah, it really spoils the flow of
it does.
Circuit, that chicane. It really does.
It's
easy to screw up. You can cut the corner too much, you get a lap invalidation or a warning, and you can get onto the throttle too early on the exit and spoil your run through the final turn coming onto the pitch. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But this track naturally is a very beautiful flowing circuit. That chicane obviously put in for safety reasons.
Yeah, I believe a MotoGP driver crashed, or MotoGP rider crashed there and died, which which is why they put it in. I'm not sure why they don't just do that for MotoGP though, but nonetheless, I guess better safe than sorry. Not a whole lot of runoff.
I suppose they had to introduce a couple of slow zones over the circuit. The circuit is very difficult to overtake because it's so aero dependent, and when you're stuck behind an F1 car, you lose so much aero because of the aero unit. You lose so much speed, mid-corner speed, and you lose time at the beginning of the straights as well.
Oh
you needed
boy.
to add a couple of slow zones to try and bring the cars a bit closer together and try and make some overtakes happen. But even so, the races are incredibly boring over here.
Yeah, they are.
It's and in the game as well.
Yeah, it's one of those circuits where you really just you go into it hoping for rain, and that's typically the only thing that's going to save it. As I caught Swarner crashing, I'm doing a really good job of just flipping the guys as soon as they crash. Oh, as I do the same thing with HVAC. This is like the 5th or 6th one that I've caught in progress. And it's all at the same place. It's coming out of that fast right-hander. It looks like everybody's just pushing a little bit too far onto that AstroTurf, and just losing it inside.
Because there isn't any AstroTurf on the outside of turn 4. It's just curved onto grass, so just getting half a wheel, or even just a little bit of the wheel onto the grass. In F1 2019, as soon as you start losing the car, it's very, very difficult to get it back. So, yeah.
Which made Clueless's save all the more impressive. Which is why I was shocked. I was riding on board expecting a gigantic crash, but I was wrong. And I'm not sure if this is a quick lap from Jones. I think it is on the softs. Let's see where he goes. Up to P5. 119.2, only 5/10 off of our leader, Curtsy. ILRT_Curtsy. For all the fans out there that want to send him questionable pictures in the mail. I know you Australians are. You guys are making a killing with that.
Man, he almost lost it going into the pit entry.
Yeah, I did see that. That's fatal running over the curbs. Well, he's on an hour. Trying to look for some action on track right now. We got ultimate as we got another caution. I think that might have just been someone letting somebody else by sector 3, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Fire up flow coming out of...
oh, you're right. I skipped right through him. Yeah, not the best. Not the best performance. He did get it down to 121, so he's gotten a couple of laps in at least. But yeah, for a lot of these silver guys, we do have traction control on medium for him and ABS. I'm not sure if that's on low or what, but it is quite the difficult jump up, especially if they haven't put in a lot of practice. It's easy to be super inconsistent. But you know, you live and you learn. Swarner is his best time was a 1:19.3. I think he's gonna be looking for a little bit more. He's got the American. He's got the patriotic. Helmet going today. Or no, actually no, that's his F2 helmet, never mind, but it is also patriotic. Wow. As we watch Fatal, we got another one, sector 1 and 2. Man, there's just yellow flag after yellow flag.
Oh, hello,
oh,
Mr.
it's Clueless.
That is a
boy, that was...
That's coming out of turn 8 into turn 9. That is massive.
Yeah, he did about 8 or 9 pirouettes there. That was, gotta say, that was a 150G plus impact, but here he is. He's okay.
Thank goodness damage had turned off for this practice session. Otherwise we'll have a lot of guys going back into the pit.
I think Jones knew what he was doing here. Let me check. I think we have a couple of comments, I believe. Oh, it's Graka. What's up, Graka? Or Gracha. He's Polish. He's in golden class. He hasn't played for 2 weeks. That's how I felt. I hadn't played for about 3 weeks up until last night's F2 race, and then we just get a downpour in the second race. I was not prepared for that. But thanks for checking in, Gracha. Yeah, so we still have Curtsy. I think Double A might have messed up. I think he went out on a hot lap on those softs. He might have messed something up. I'm not sure. Thought I saw him coming out of the pits. It looks like Curtsy is out using that other set of softs. Let's see if he can improve on his 118.720.
Fire up flow again. Where's that? That's turn 4. He's down into the gravel track. He might have been letting it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should start giving the benefit of the doubt. It's been a tough few minutes for him, as we are officially 2/3 of the way through. Riding on board with a new guy, Curtsy, who I think is staking his claim to one of those platinum rides next season. And looks like he's gonna stay at a 1:7:20. I'm not sure what that exact time was. I wonder if HVAC toaster is gonna be going up. Oh, we got some.
Oh my goodness me!
But did he lose it on his? Oh, he lost it on it.
He lost it on his flying lap.
I don't. Oh no! Oh, who was that? That was.
He didn't go. Who was that? Was that locking up? It was.
Oh boy, and that's a blind corner too. We probably did not see him.
So what happened was Curtsy got too much inside curb at turn 2. Made the car very loose and spun the car around. Went into the gravel trap at turn 3. Locking up is not very.
Yeah, we got some NASCAR stuff going on right now, and he's just gonna cut him off.
Curtsy decided to reset onto the circuit, and the car didn't.
Oh God. Oh no, and Curtsy just took him out. I'm not sure what the penalties are going to be for this, but I think there's going to be a talking to.
Yeah, Curtsy reset onto the racing line. The game decided the perfect place to put him was on the racing line. And as you said, turn 3, it's completely blind. Locking up went straight into the back of him.
Oh boy, yeah, and Curtsy's tires are completely done for now. I think that was actually his in lap. Because he already had a lap put on those tires. I think he just didn't improve on his time. But yes, a little bit of fireworks. Who said testing was boring? Jeez, I hope everybody sticks around till the end.
Spain is deciding to put on a show.
Yeah, right. Alright, now I think it's Double A. I think he is on a flyer here entering Sector 3, second DRS zone, braking. We got yellow flag. Not sure where. Hopefully those guys have settled it. Maybe they can take it back to the paddock.
It'll be interesting to see what they say in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. As we eagerly await to see what this time is from Double A. 18.2. Jesus.
Okay.
He is nearly half a second clear of Curtsy.
Okay. Righto. Double A laying down the law. Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well done to Double A. I have a feeling no one's going to top that for the rest of today, unless Double A has another set of softs that he wants to use. Got Professional. And he's up into P4. Good lap from Professional. At a 119 flat. Obviously everything looks pretty bad compared to a 118.2. Double A's just out here making everybody look bad. I think Jones is in the final sector in his McLaren. And see if he can improve on that 119.2. Get himself maybe up into the top 5. Ah.
In the second sector. See what he can do.
Oh yeah, you know, I probably should have had the telemetry on the entire time, or at least the lap data. I roll down in 10th, but I mean, he's not too far off for just having switched to a steering wheel. He's still looking to gain a couple of seconds there. And looks like Lucking You Up is back out. He's got another set of softs to burn. He's going to have time. As Clueless is stopped. Ooh, in the same place that he lost it earlier, right there in that tricky little right or left-right chicane. Fortunately for Clueless, he's going to be down there in the 20s. Not too far off of Flying Jippo, who did quite well in his one golden race last year after finishing, I believe, 4th in the championship in silver. Finished P5 in Mexico, albeit probably wouldn't have if I didn't get taken out. A little surprised by Beatgood down there in 15th right now. I thought he would be a little bit better. Maybe he's just had some bad luck. Haven't paid a whole lot of attention to him. I mean, we opened the broadcast by joking that, or at least I did, that iRoll was going to be spinning around, but it looks like everybody but iRoll's been spinning around, so my apologies to Team Quebec.
It's good to see how close the times, well, minus double A, of course, the times are pretty close. You got Courtesy in 18.7 and Toaster in 18.8, Professional in 19 flat, and Bam Bam in 19 flat as well. So these guys made like even small mistakes on their lap, and they're able to recover from them. And maybe after 3, maybe 4 positions,
right,
they managed to string their perfect lap together.
Yeah, and that's why we're watching Lucking You Up right now. Previously mentioned that he is looking pretty strong for a seat in Golden next year, but he's down in P11 at the moment. Let's see where he ends up. 7/10 faster, up into P6. Good job for Lucking You Up. 119.2. Only about 2 thousandths quicker than Doth Thou Hoist in the number 13. And as it looks like everybody... Oh, it looks like Clueless lost it again. On the front straight. Clearly that massive contact that he had earlier with the wall gave him some concussion-like symptoms. He will be pulling off as everything is starting to go into... It's fading to black right now for Clueless. I believe I saw... No, he was just letting people by. Huh. Well, I mean, another day, and we...
1-2 minutes are going to be very, very chaotic. You got everyone coming out onto hot. Oh my goodness, hey, look at them all.
iRoll, Swarner, Fatal. Hyper Toasters, AA has another set of softs that he wants to use. Oh, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a qualifying ask. I'm just trying to see where everybody's at on track. I think Swarner is gonna be the first one to go. At least of those in the top 10. We got more cars coming out. Let's see, trying to determine what order these guys are all in. Fatal has just started his flyer. Hyper is into Sector 1, into Sector 2. Double A is
about to finish Sector 2.
And let's see where he is. Up by 6 thousandths. Or 600ths, excuse me. I'm not very good at math. You'll learn that before too long.
Can you get into the 17s or one?
I think that's what he's trying. He's going to have to absolutely nail Sector 3, though. Oh, he does! 17.992.
What the hell is going on here, people? He's absolutely
look at that,
obliterated everyone.
And he's just gonna take a victory stuck throttle there. Wow.
He's gonna celebrate with the Emirates tire barrier there. Oh my God.
That is absolutely incredible. Oh, and that's Jones. I don't think he did that on purpose, though. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose. He's in the tire barrier as well. Swanner, I think, messed up his lap. And iRoll is going to stay. Oh, it looks like he had an accident. He was 11 seconds off.
It appears that Bam Bam has done the same thing. He was on a flying lap. He was like, almost a tenth up in the first sector.
Professional. Yeah, Professional actually, yeah, Professional does improve up to P4, beating Fatal, who has had a pretty good race. It must be set, or good job. Curtsy. See if he's does improve a little bit, about a 10. But still, wow, I think the storyline here is Double A going 117.9. Not sure how many 117s I've seen. I think it would be a little bit different if we had, you know, more of the championship favorites. No offense to anyone here for Platinum class. Seafreeze, Dougie, Go-To Guy, and the like. But I gotta say I'm pretty floored. He gained about 2 seconds alone in that final sector. I guess he knew he had some time to gain. Wow. Okay, let's we got about a minute left. I guess we'll wait for the full screen to come up. But Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I think the opening salvo has been fired in Platinum class with that 117. I'm not sure how everybody's gonna feel about that.
Right. But yeah, Double A, what a lap! That isn't just a fast lap. What that is a message to all the drivers in the Platinum Championship. This is the level you got to be at.
Yeah.
That is amazing. 0.6 of a second.
Well said. Andy's doing it on a controller too, which is even crazier to me. Wow. Okay. Oh, Clueless. So a little bit of clarification from Clueless. He said that he's kind of doing this detunk, which I believe is drunk. And then he says, "Bear with me."
It might explain a little bit, just a little bit. Still, if he's drunk, that amazing save that he made at turn 9.
Yeah, I know that was an incredible save. Like I hope he clips that. I hope he was recording because that was really impressive. You know, he must be like one hell of an Uber driver. But I think on that note, we'll leave you guys. And until when? Are we testing next week as well? I believe we are.
I think it's next week, and it's at Hungary.
Hungary. Oh, yeah, mine did as well. So join us next week.